Critically Unfocused Podcast, episode 138. We are in the him Harbaugh era. Tyrell, how are you doing?
Hey, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's been a good ass week. I hit on the one and only football. The 1 week I went and gambled some money at the casino on football, won it. My team needed a new coach, got who we wanted. I don't got nothing to complain about. Blake breaking out the hypnotic once again to match the powder blue because he knows what type of time we are on. Even
I didn't even think about that, but
powder blue. Hey,
look at the straw though.
Come on.
Wow.
Hey man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm not gonna get too optimistic, but y'all know how I rock. In about 3-4 months from now, I'm gonna be telling y'all how we about to win 17 games in a row next year.
Only 17? Only not going all the way?
If they had 20 in a row, we would do it. We might lose week 1, feeling each other out, seeing what's cracking. We just go pow, 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 pow.
I feel like winning 17 in a row, like obviously it's really impressive, but just because you probably wouldn't need to be playing like your starters like the last 3 weeks. Like if you got to 14-0, probably not. Like
nah, you don't really need to unless you unless you just want to go for that record.
Yeah.
But then you're not about to sit your starters with the last 3-4 weeks of the season, the last month, and be like, yeah, we're gonna go into and then have the bye.
Nah, hell no. I'd have a bye because they literally take a month off.
Yeah.
Let
them play a half or something.
Yeah.
Especially our players. Keenan's old ass take a month off. He's been being locked up in the playoffs. It does help that they play in LA, but still. Hey man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the future holds. It's so much better going in with actual optimism of okay, even if it's not this year, I am excited just to see what Harbaugh is going to do long term, how he's going to work with Herbert versus with Staley. It was every week I'm wanting this nigga to die a painful death. So I'm very excited to see what's about to be shaken.
Yeah, man.
What was it like when you guys first hired him? Were you guys excited for that hire when you guys first hired
Staley?
Yeah.
No, because I remember I wanted Brian Daboll hella bad, which I still don't know if it would have been the right choice, but it was the name Brandon Staley wasn't even a name that was out there. And they were they hired the Ramsey coordinator. I was like, so the nigga who just made Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald look hella good. I remember being one of my first responses. So no, I wasn't. That
team was loaded. Half that team got contracts after they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I will say Brandon Staley to play to our audience kind of got a mouthpiece on him. He talks such a good game that I watched those first couple of videos and I was like, I see the vision. And then he came out, he was going for it on fourth and stuff like that. He was talking a good enough game where it's he got me on board. I'm not going to ever act like I wasn't a fan of his. I thought he was going to be a better coach than he was. But when he first got hired, there was not really any excitement because it was some nigga I've never heard of.
Do you see him having a job this season, do you think? Over under?
I can see it. I don't think it would be I could see him going back to the Rams, Raheem Morris, their defensive coordinator, just got hired in Atlanta. So I can very well see McVay bringing him back. It's running that old thing back. Or I could see him being you know how it is with certain
position coach, something.
Yeah, the DB's coach or the
quality control. That's the one.
Yeah.
hey, quiet as kept. I could see him going to Philly this season. Because Philly just picked up, they got Kellen Moore to be their offensive coordinator for next season, and they got Vic Fangio. Kellen Moore went there, and they got Vic Fangio and Staley coach under Fangio. Okay, so I could see him going being a defensive assistant again for Fangio.
Did they bring in Fangio to be the DC in Philly?
Yeah. Immediately after he got let go in Miami.
All right, Jamal, what's going on with you? How you what and how that's what they say in Club 520. I don't know what the fuck that means, but
oh nah, man, I'm good, man. Last week was good to me. I'm betting this shit, so yeah, I'm straight.
How that Vision Pro?
Jamal inspired me.
I ain't here for that much.
Not yet.
But you got it like that though.
Yeah,
almost velvet curtains.
Nigga, that's just $15 at Fred Meyer.
Talk about the Red Room.
Yeah,
goddamn beef jerky in the same purchase, nigga. Nigga said velvet curtains.
Went to self-checkout with your curtains.
Nah. I was gonna I bought a Suicide Squad. The big boy edition. Because I hit
Oh my god, the deluxe edition.
Yes, sir.
You built different for real. That game is getting nothing but slander from everyone who's played it. This man
I liked it when I was
10
playing.
toes.
Honestly, it just feels like a superhero Destiny, like looter shooting kind of game.
Which is weird because it's like, why is this game a shooter when like all these characters are not shooters? Like, what are we doing?
There's like two of them are kind of shooters and the rest, but I don't know. I liked it, so I like fuck it.
You're about to be
from what I read, it said
in 3 weeks.
Yeah, from what I read, it said like every character, like your main form of attacking is shooting, and then melee is like just for like recharging some type of resource, something like that.
Stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like
melee was more of a thing with King Shark. But hey man, I fucked with it, and nigga, and I hit my uncle's pick'em league too, so I was like a rat. Yeah.
Oh, you're cooking.
Yeah.
You should have bought a Vision Pro.
I got 100 for this game.
I could have found you a discount.
Yeah. You get Helldivers?
Nah, you said wait on it because
I did. I was just checking. You don't gotta wait though. You got it.
Nah, it's only $40. I might have around to get it.
That's crazy. How did your LEDs go off when you lit your little joint thing there? That's crazy.
Hey, we're
live. You got RGB strobe going?
I do.
Who the fuck you think you are?
I got the blue and the yellow going. Just keeping the vibe right.
Hold on, I got you.
I'm the all spirit animals.
Shot.
W's in the.
Not that being you in stream.
That's you. That's your man's actually.
Who's that?
Aubrey.
Oh, okay. That's my man's. How's your week, Blake? How's it looking over in fucking Rocky Mountain Village?
It's straight, man. A little bit of snow tonight. Nothing we ain't used to.
Damn, it's snowing out there.
They ain't gonna stop, dog. It's January.
Yeah, that is the default weather.
Yeah.
No kind of rain.
It's been cool though, man. Been playing some Forza Motorsport, the latest edition of the Forza Motorsport series. They made some tweaks that I think at first I was questioning because it's like you used to just be able to, if you had enough like credits on your thing, to put any upgrades you wanted onto the car you have.
Yeah.
But now you have to drive that car and level that car up in order to unlock upgrades for that car. So it kind of makes you get used to the car a bit and then actually spend time with it, which it was, I don't know, let's say it was an adjustment. It literally like after my first like 3 races, I was like, okay, this is fine. Like I'm down with this. Cause you just you get you learn how to drive your race basically. So that's cool. But yeah, no, watched that Griselda series today. That was interesting.
Oh, that's out now?
It's out. Yeah, it came out today.
Okay.
6 episodes. Yep, all 6.
Yeah. You posted that $5.99 Henny, and I just felt my body curdle up. You give me Henny for the price of beer? Oh,
that's insane.
Miami was a wild fucking place back in that time.
I've never
based on what I was seeing,
how expensive like liquor would be, because you think about even like a tall boy of like Rainier right now by itself, it's still like $3 at the store. So like 25, 30, 40 years ago, you could probably get like 24 ounces of beer for 50 cents type shit.
I've never thought of that, how cheap it is.
I've never considered alcohol, how much cheaper it would have been.
God, yeah, I know motherfuckers were drinking their lives away.
That makes it even crazier when you think about niggas drinking like Paul Masson and shit. If Hennessy was $6 and you drinking Paul Masson or Christian Brothers, you are a sick fuck. And that's anyway.
These are all cognacs, I'm guessing, correct?
Brandies and cognacs. I'm mostly saying 6 foot because that's what my grandparents and their friends used to drink. Christian Brothers.
Bro,
and Paul
$6
Masson.
for a bottle of Henny is crazy.
Or fifths too.
Yeah,
that corner store got shot the fuck up. That show is nuts, dog. Like, and it's wild because like it's one of them things where it's like everybody like we OG like Netflix streaming shit, like right when Netflix started streaming, everybody watched Cocaine Cowboys. So we know the story of Griselda Blanco. You know that this is not a good person, but you'll find yourself like cheering for her in like the first like 1.5 episodes, and then shit just spirals. It's similar to Snowfall, honestly.
I was gonna say, I feel like her story is very similar to what they painted Franklin as. So I can imagine where it's like, oh yeah, we were cheering for Franklin for a couple seasons, and then it was like, oh, you are actually like
you're the bad guy.
It was kind of tight when Franklin was just like selling little weed and like learning to make crack, selling a little bit of crack here and there, getting beat up by people. It's like, oh, Franklin, no. And then it was like, Franklin, no.
Nah, this is a determined ass lady though. But Sofia Vergara, she did her thing, man. Definitely a different role than you probably ever seen her in. And then they got a bunch of like prosthetic makeup on her, obviously, to make her look like Griselda, because Griselda wasn't Sophia. Respectfully,
I feel like
respectfully,
she had a very specific face.
Yeah, so they did their best to make that work. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely check that out though. It was a good watch.
Shout out to making baddies normal people, because Sofia Vergara is one of them ones.
Yeah, they tried their best to throw shit on that Corvette, but it's still a Corvette.
Let me see. Yeah. Even looking at her young pictures, it is like kind of crazy that they got Sofia Vergara playing her.
Dog, I was in the gym and like she was doing some TV interview, and I was like, dog, I wanted to like, I almost like tweeted out like, dog, she has to crack soon. Like, but I was like, that'd be some crazy ass hate. But I was like, there's no way you've been around for this long and still look like this. Like, something has to go south soon.
Her and Selma Hayek.
Come on, dog. She was eating bad for like 30 years.
Shit, Halle Berry still look good. Regina Hall turned like 53 this year. She's still hella fine.
I'm gonna hate on all of them.
Yeah, no, some women just be fine.
Where are your flaws?
Hate my way into some ass, hopefully. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, it's on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. All 6 episodes.
Of Ted.
How you giggling?
That shit's funny. It's like early Family Guy, when Family Guy used to be hella funny.
Yeah.
Some of that shit on there is funny as fuck.
That's what's up.
And they was like, she told her uncle was racist, and then the aunt was like, "Oh, you're a little racist too. Remember, you used to cut the black Barbie doll's hair, and then if you didn't like how it looked, you leave the white Barbies alone." That shit's funny, bro. You got
damn.
Yeah, she's got like an annoying ass voice. Honestly, it might be the woman that does the voice for Lois. Honestly, now that I think about it,
that's not Mila Kunis. Oh, Mila Kunis is Meg. Who's Lois?
She's Meg. I don't know who the voice is for Lois.
Hey, the chick from Bookie's on Griselda, the one who works with them.
Oh, the dude's sister.
Oh, the sister.
Yeah, yep.
Got it.
I will say,
that was my shit.
On that show on Griselda, everything is going smooth till she hits the crack pipe.
Until
it's the quickest downward spiral. Yes.
That's why she was like wilding on people like that. She was getting high off her own shit.
Well, basically like this. Yeah, there was a federal task force that was after her, and they did some shit like because they couldn't catch her, but they knew she was doing shit. But they were trying to, I think, set up like a RICO or something big so they could make sure they got her for the drugs and the murders. And they could only like basically get the drugs to kind of stick to her, but they didn't want to arrest her for that and just have her be down for like 5 years and then she gets out. They wanted to make sure she was like had a chance to get the needle basically. So they were having no luck with anything, but they knew where her stash houses were. They were like, hey, we didn't have an informant and she thought we did. But if we just hit this stash house, like who knows, we may shake up the hornet's nest because she may think that we still have an informant or something like that. But the reality was like some person at the police office just figured out her system or whatever. So that's how they found the stash house. So they hit that stash house, and this was like during a party, and she just started wigging. She thought everybody was snitching. She was like, hey man, how come he's not at the party? He's the fucking rat. She called her husband a rat. And then somebody's like, hey, you just need to calm down. Here, take this. It's crack. But this was before like that was a crazy sentence. So she just hit the crack. She hit the crack and it went the wrong direction.
Bro, hearing shit like that is always the number one reason why when we have those combos about taking a drug, I'm always jokingly like, yeah, I'll do this shit for $1,000. Hearing people that are like, nigga, I did heroin once and it was or like I did crack one time and it was like I was done for. It's crazy.
Oh my god,
you really do that. It's like I don't think anybody really takes a sip of liquor and they're like, oh, it's a wrap. Like this is me forever. You know, you just kind of get into it. Crack. It's like that bitch, you got you in a vice grip. Easy. I
think there is. I mean, I'm 1,000% not advocating for anybody to ever do recreational crack, but I will say she was probably the worst person to try it recreationally just because of the position that she was in and what she was dealing with.
I feel like if one of us tried crack recreationally, I think we'd be straight.
We probably you probably wig out and get on the mic or something on the game.
Yeah,
but you like as soon as that shit wear off, you'd be fine. Yeah, you'd be fine. But like her son like came to talk to her because like she was just in the room doing crack. Like this is all at one party. He's like, Mom, like this party's out of hand. The little brother, he was like, he just used a cocaine tube as a straw for his chocolate milk. Like we gotta shut this shit down. And she called him a pussy. The turn is super fast. That's why it's 6 episodes. And I know it said limited series, so maybe they come back and do more because they didn't even get into like when she was in prison and like had like the black dude from Oakland as her boyfriend and stuff like that. They didn't get none of that. This shit stopped before that. So
I think it's still alive.
Yeah, this stopped with
like his social media and stuff.
Yeah, no, he just out here.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but it just stopped with her getting locked up the first time. That was it.
Damn,
we gotta get that doing the podcast.
They definitely
no.
got more to go.
You wouldn't have him on the podcast?
Fuck no.
He'd be a good guest. He lived a crazy
life. No, y'all can talk to him. The episode, I'm not putting my face next to his and having people that know who he is know who I am. I'm good.
That's a great point. Who are you advertising that to?
Them. Anybody else?
You know his people gonna check it out, and you know who his people is.
Them.
No, he's a law-abiding citizen now. I'm sure.
That don't matter.
I'm sure.
He was next to the queen.
No one talk to any like former criminals that turned their life around and are doing.
Dog, there's people who still want Griselda dead, even though I think she's. Yeah, there's people who would have liked the opportunity to kill her. I should say. I'm good. Yeah, I'm not trying to be friends with nobody that was close to her.
Yeah, because weren't all of her husbands like dying? Wasn't that her thing?
Not dying.
Or getting killed, sorry.
Killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she was married 3 times because 2 of them got whacked. I don't want to talk to him. He might still have a chance of getting whacked.
She pulled I don't want to spoil the show. She pulled the cold hit on her husband in this show. She fucked him up. That shit like a hitman mission. He got a knock at the door and went outside to look.
I love those kids, man.
It said that she had up to 8 strippers killed because she thought her husband was sleeping with them. She was out here killing bitches because she had an assumption.
The strippers were her friends. This is bullshit. She had the hoe at the house and she got mad the one was talking to him.
Yo. She killed one of her sons got dumped by some girl and they killed the girl's dad.
Damn.
She was out here wilding.
Yep.
Yeah, all 3 of her husbands got killed. Were killed.
Yeah, based on the show,
she wants to fuck. You have to fuck, right?
No. How you tell her you don't want to fuck no more?
You can't turn her down.
If you can't turn her down the first time, you can't turn her down the 59th time either.
I think you're just that. You just gotta have sex with her whenever she wants now.
Okay.
And you have to perform.
It wouldn't be so much a problem if it was the one from the show, but in real life.
You get your fucking head ripped off and sent to your mother's house.
What if you have like an early episode during the performance?
Ooh, yeah, fucking off.
That's happened to everybody before.
You keep going with the gummy.
Eat her ass.
It's happened to everybody before. She's gonna take that shit personally. Hey, but it don't work no more. Yeah, all right.
Nah,
you take it to your car.
You gotta fake like you got hurt or something.
Oh, I pulled something. Goddamn.
I tell you, man, you gotta act like you hurt someone. You gotta eat ass.
I think it broke.
Yeah, that's something.
That's disgusting. All right. Well,
I check that out a while.
Jeez Louise. We all get into some bullshit. What we doing?
Oh, did any of did West Side Gun or Benny make an appearance or cameo on the show?
Not that I noticed.
Okay. You didn't see Conway the Machine or nobody?
Now that you say it, there was no black people in this show. I just think about
it. Not yet.
Yeah, there literally might have been no black people in the show. Now you just said that.
Damn. Is it it's mostly in subtitles, huh?
When they're at the compound talking to one another, they talk in Spanish, but like when they be out, they talk in English. So
okay.
Yeah, it is a lot of subtitles though.
I remember I went on like a little I was binging them damn drug shows on Netflix. I remember after I was watching Narcos, I started watching that El Chapo show. That El Chapo show was kind of hard. I fucked with it.
You were watching one of those when we were in Mexico, and I was like, hey man, turn this shit off.
I'm surprised they even let that shit go down there.
Yeah, I remember being irritated every time I
Yeah,
turned around.
El
He's watching
Chapo.
El Chapo.
Yeah, that El Chapo shot was hard.
Like,
Show was tough.
and then after the incident we had, I was like, "Hey, man,
How come we don't get like the like America didn't have like no like international criminals like that? Like all of ours were like they held down a city, but it wasn't like they was like the kingpin of bringing cocaine into the eastern seaboard of the U.S. Like
because they did. I feel like they didn't need to. I guess like if once you got into the U.S., there's 40 million people you can sell to in New York if you selling drugs.
Yeah.
You know,
but that's what they be selling to New York and Miami and everything in between. Like they be supplying it to them. Like so,
but they're also the ones who can grow the stuff that we can't. Like you can't.
That is true. They got access to the jungles.
Yeah, you can't grow that shit out here.
Can we get a BMF show with a Netflix budget? Man, that's what the streets need.
Nah, fuck out of here. BMF shit. Show.
I was gonna say, yeah, the budget that they got on the Star's probably bigger.
You think so?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
They probably can't afford Charles Flannery anyway. You're right.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, on this Griselda show, they went to one nightclub like 90 times.
They had to have spent like $60 million on that prosthetic that they got from Big Meech when he fucked that stripper in the club.
That's how much that cost? That was a high quality prosthetic looking like to you?
That shit didn't make any sense.
I'm asking him. He put a price on the meat. That's crazy.
Hey, that comes back soon, right? Didn't that come back in like next month or two?
Yeah, it have to because
March, I think.
Yeah, Power Kanan just ended. I think.
I can't wait.
Or no,
bro.
Did it just end?
I can't wait for that show. We need the Charles spinoff show, man. The BMF verse.
Y'all need to watch Power Kanan. Jamal, I think you would fuck with this character Ronnie on Kanan.
Which one is that?
He's Joey Badass's brother. He just came out this season, but he just wears like this old ass like 90s Dockers coat, like real dad shit, and these glasses, and just be sitting over there mugging.
Is he looking there again?
Yes.
I feel like I be seeing memes of him on Twitter.
Oh my god! On the last episode, he was on the couch with this chick who used to work at the bodega, but now she's like the plug, just a Dominican chick. Yeah. And he was at his brother's house, and his brother's wife walks in, and he's like, "What are you doing here?" Like, it's still my house, Roddy, but what are you doing here? Like, he's just weird as hell. I think you fuck with him.
That's funny. Yeah, I need to catch up on Kanan. That should be every meme I see is hella entertaining. I just never think to go put it on TV.
I'm almost done with my rewatch of the OG Power. Season 6, they did 15 episodes, which I did not realize. So I'm like at episode 8 of season 6.
Well, how many seasons were there total? 8?
6. But every single season besides season 6 had 10 episodes.
Season 6 was so shitty when they did
it's a mess.
Like, the Who Killed Ghost. So every episode is the same episode from a different person's perspective.
Because it did the mid-season break, and the last 5 are all Who Killed Ghost.
That shit was tough. I get the idea and I respect the idea. That shit was tough.
But you don't. So what I didn't realize, obviously, when I was watching the series, because like there was gaps between when I was seeing it versus like now where I'm seeing them all back to back to back. How much time Ghost spent standing at that like overlook of the club that's like next to the bar where you got shot at? He was there like all the fucking time.
You mean like every episode, like across?
Yes, literally every meeting he had with somebody was at that bar.
Yeah. He spent hella time there for sure.
Yeah. Good that show. Shout out 50 Man.
I feel like I always get the urge to rewatch a show, but the commitment, like I want to rewatch The Sopranos again soon because that's a good ass show to rewatch. I think about Game of Thrones, like I want to rewatch that since it's been like a little while, especially with the new shows. But it's like I don't want to commit another 7 seasons, 10 episodes, 1 hour. It's so long. Yeah,
well, my thing right now is like I'm working from home, and when I'm working from home, what they're having to do, I'm studying for a cert. So that's what I have on in the background to like be like the passive audio or whatever, because I don't need to pay attention because I've seen it already. So
yeah, that's how. Yeah.
And I played some of it when I was driving across the country. So
yeah,
let's start on it.
You living the life. That's nice.
Yeah. Salute. Pal World, what up?
Oh,
how you feeling?
It got me hook, line, and sinker.
Does it really?
Yeah, I feel like that's the perfect game to like get you addicted to some shit because like it keeps letting you. I feel like you level up at a good enough pace, and like you keep progressing at a good enough pace where it's like there's always just one more thing I want to get done, and it's not. So, it doesn't take hella like mental effort.
I'm gonna ask you a question then. How much time have you spent with survival games? Like, period.
I think the longest one I played was Don't Starve, that game that came out.
At the launch of PS4?
PS4. I played that quite a bit.
Holy shit.
Yep.
That shit was hard. I didn't like that one because it was like, hey, I'm out here. If the sun goes down, I'm getting my ass whooped.
Well, yeah, and I was very unfamiliar with survival mechanics at the time too, so I didn't realize what the fuck was going on in that game.
I haven't played a ton of survival games, and I will say in the beginning, it was super annoying. Of like, man, I gotta go back and feed these niggas again and like do all this again. But once you got like your base up and running and like shit's kind of doing everything on its own, so you don't really got to worry about it. I feel like it makes it a lot more fun because you can like go out and actually do shit.
So my feeling of the game, and I think you played more than me at this point. I've only played like 3 hours. I think it is it. If you've played survival games, you've played this game. It just has like some Pokemon shit slapped on the top of it. I don't really think it's that special, but at the same time, it's like there is something going on here because it's breaking all these damn records. Like it's got all this attention.
8 million copies in 6 days.
Yeah, it's. I think it's the number 2 most played game ever on Steam at this point, like for concurrent users.
Yeah,
so
I think it's one because it passed Counter-Strike, which I think was the number 1 before, right?
There was something else above it, but yeah, maybe you're right.
PUBG. It was PUBG was the number.
PUBG's above it. Yeah, PUBG has more concurrence, but PUBG like does crazy numbers in like China, India, and shit like that. So it's never gonna pass that.
I will say that I don't think there's really anything special about the game at all. It's just hella fun to like. Yeah, you can just like lock in, build your base up, get shit like play around, go kill random Pokemon and like battle. Now I'm fighting other people and stuff. And then when it's like,
yep, and that's how I felt. That's how I felt about Lego Fortnite as well. I spent a lot of time with that, and it's just always the feeling of there's one more thing to do. And I really do think like a big thing that I'm missing out on is the fact that I'm playing it by myself, and I think I'm missing out on shit because I'm doing it that way. And I think that's where a lot of the attraction is right now is like folks who have like Discord groups and shit like that. They can all get on one server and just start doing shit together. So yeah, it's pretty neat though.
So Xbox doesn't have dedicated servers yet. So I have a server with a couple people where we're playing together, but like the host always has to be the one that's on and hosting. So like if they're at work or something, if it's on Steam, they have dedicated servers. But now it's like, yeah, once they get off, you got to get off, and you can still play on your own. So you can still go build your shit.
But you got to go to your own server that doesn't have the same shit in it.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's kind of like you're repeating stuff, but it's the experience is much better when you're with your friends. It's like beating a lot of those bosses is easier because you're all leveling up, and then you can like share a base, so you don't got to do a lot of. Because like I started on a new server, and I didn't have to do all the super grindy early game stuff because all I did was like, into my friend's base, and then I could start building stuff and leveling up from there. Versus when you do it on your own, you got to like. You're literally getting it out the mud. Like you wake up and draw. But no, it's Pokemon with guns.
Do you have guns yet?
Guns, I don't have a gun for myself, but some of my like pals have guns. They be fucking shit up. I have a crossbow, which like does some good damage. So I know once I do get a gun, it makes sense. Like you can tell it's going to be pretty overpowered. Yeah,
I'm not that high in the texture yet. I think the best weapon I have like fire arrows or something.
Yeah, once you get the crossbow, it hits a little bit better. I think I'm a 17 or 18 right now.
Right.
But yeah, we put some good hours in because on the other server too, I'm like at a level 11, so it's probably like 10, 12 hours so far.
All right.
And I definitely didn't think I was gonna like the game when you first said Pokemon with guns. I was like, okay, that sounds. Like
it's not that at all. It's like Breath of the Wild, like movement and stamina mechanics, standard survival game shit, and then you have. Like these things you can capture and basically throw out the fight for you and kind of do work at your base, but it's not really Pokemon because you can't tell them to do moves. Like they just you tell them to fight and they gonna get it in.
Yeah. You unlock these moves where like it's their PAL special or something like that, where you hit X and it's like if they have a gun, that's where they shoot their gun, or some of them can turn into armor for you.
Yeah,
or like some of them have like a specific like attack that they'll do, or like the ones you can ride can attack in certain ways. So once you get further, you'll see it's gotta definitely not like you do this move, you do this move like one at a time, like a Pokemon would be, but has some of that like same like group command.
No, I'm saying like because Pokemon's turn-based combat where it's like you might have a strategy where I'm gonna just throw this Chantry out there and just have him do Sandstorm like 40 times to slow the fuck out of this Pokemon I'm about to fight, and then I'll have like a fast Pokemon come out and just fuck them up. Like so it's not like that. It's just they have a special they can do sometimes, but it's fun times. Fun. Yep.
Y'all see the Nintendo about to kill the Pokemon mod nigga?
They're gonna kill him?
Take that. Did you see? You guys see those videos? The
No,
Pokemon mod for Power World?
Yeah, I did, and it looked exactly like they made all the Pokemon in there. And he
I
was
had a
charging
link
me.
on here that was from like the Pokemon Company. What happened to it?
It might be further down. I know I've seen it earlier.
No, I put it next to the Power World Takeover. Oh, it's right here. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, here's the. So what they say they're going to do the modder?
Kill him.
He said that Nintendo says they will come for me.
He had to take
that's
like
what
his
they
videos
said.
and stuff down.
Yeah, all of his shit's deleted. But yeah, basically the dude made a mod where it was actual Pokemon, and it like you were playing as Ash. It looked like a Pokemon game, and he was charging people for it, which is probably how he got caught up. But yeah, like they made him take everything down, and he said he is scared, which I'm sure is a little bit of an exaggeration. But
No, I mean, look. So is this going to be one of those things? Because the other part of this is the Pokemon Company, which is a subsidiary of Nintendo, is also investigating this game. And I'll pull that up here. Hold on, let me do share screen. All right, the important part is down here in the English language.
read the Japanese, cuz.
That's the one class that I like bailed out of in college.
Oh,
that's Mandarin. So the Pokemon Company, because like a lot of people are making fuss because it's not for nothing. Because people have done the math and they're like the symmetry on the pals line up to basically point out that like in order to get these things to look like they do, they basically had to trace over Pokemon, and everything is like very clearly inspired by Pokemon in this game, like the pals. Yeah, it's very lazily, like to the point where I'm like, good Lord, did he really think he's going to get away with this? By the way, the Pokemon Company has said, we've received many inquiries regarding another company's game released in January 2024. Didn't even say their name. That's already hate.
Another company.
Exactly. We already hate. We have not granted any permission for the use of Pokemon intellectual property or assets in that game. We intend to investigate and take appropriate measures to address any acts that infringe on intellectual property rights related to the Pokemon. The E in Pokemon is like a different font than the rest of this. That's weird. We will continue to cherish and nurture each and every Pokemon and its world and work to bring the world together through Pokemon in the future. And if you know Pokemon fans, they are weird as fuck. They are like super defensive over their IP, even though they don't own this shit. They will fight. They will kill you. They like
come for you.
There is a Van Gogh the Van Gogh Museum, which I believe is in Amsterdam, has having like a Pokemon thing, and like a museum curator got fired because they were like fencing Pokemon cards that are like exclusive to that event out. And like, yes, like these are weird motherfuckers. So just know the Nintendo ninjas is what they call them. Somebody's getting struck.
Yeah.
It's like, so if you want to play Power World, the time might be now to do it because it might not exist in 2 months.
Especially because it's so popular. I feel like if this game was like had 300 people played, if one of us made this game and like a bunch of our friends played it, it'd probably be fine. The fact that they're breaking records and people are like, oh, the discourse now is like, this is what we want Pokemon to make. Like, this is what we've been asking for from you, where I can run around like this. So they're not about to just sit back and let you cook, but we gonna cook while it's fun.
I'll say there's parts of this that I'd like to see Pokemon try, but I don't want a Pokemon survival game. I'm not gonna lie. And like, humans aren't supposed to hit Pokemon, so that's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a vision you can take from it and make it better, because you would assume that Pokemon has all the resources to make it better.
Allowing me to walk through and explore a living, breathing world that Pokemon living in it that I can see, like, yeah, that's dope. I think they've done that actually, though. I think the latest games, that's how they are. But
yeah. And
not that I'm not playing them.
Those were like said that it's like had a lot of elements that this has that they would prefer. So I don't know.
Yeah, that shit might not exist in like by the summer.
Yeah,
wouldn't be shocked.
Do you remember Power World?
the hottest game of 2024 that never was.
Like and like we've been saying, Jamal, bring back DoKV, man. They didn't have no problems like this. That shit was original as fuck.
Man,
yeah. I went to their Twitter a couple times when you was adding them, because I'm like, okay, they are starting to get a little hype going right now because their game looked like a better version of what this is. What's going on? No tweets since like 2021.
Dead as hell.
That game is out of here.
Died in the Godzilla attack.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right.
That game was fire, man. I'm salty.
Move on to the Jewish tunnels, Blake. Insult
I'm saying any other games. Oh, there was another game thing I saw.
You got Solid Snake yet? Pause.
Yes, that's funny. You said that. Honestly, it doesn't take that long to get all the. There's only 2 pages of quests.
That's crazy. I ain't get no invite.
The Metal Gear.
That's fucking nuts. Oh, you been playing?
Yeah, I did most of that shit solo. Honestly, you could if you play solo in like the early like the little bot lobbies, whatever, like non-ranked, you could definitely get most of that shit done in one match. You just gotta do the second page to get the older version of them and like Metal Gear 4. But yeah, and then they got a Raiden skin, but I don't really want the Raiden one like that. I know there's supposed to be a Ninja Turtles event coming up soon.
Who they bringing out for that? That was probably what Shredder and
super dope design for Shredder. That shit is cold.
Yeah, Shredder probably look tough. They got a Foot Ninja like default one.
No, I've only seen Shredder.
Okay,
but there's a rumor that they're supposed to bring a Master Splinter. But I wonder how they're gonna have Master Splinter on there because he is just a big ass rat.
I mean, they already have a big ass rat. Whenever I put the shuffle for my skins, that's what I always get. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They can do that.
But yeah, no, that Master Splinter design is fucking tough.
Hey, bring the ant dude from the movie too. He was tough. Or not the ant, the fly. The fly. Yeah, tough.
That movie.
Yeah.
I wonder, are they gonna? Oh yeah, they are making a sequel. Yeah, because the way that ended. Yeah, I wonder when they're gonna start working on that.
Probably already are. It's the animation. They don't really like. They can do the animation before they get the voice actors in. So.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
All right. Are y'all familiar with Famous Richard? You know who that is?
I've seen him a couple times on like shorts or TikToks that I don't.
That's all you need to know. Jamal, you familiar?
It sounds familiar.
All right. Famous Richard he's from Chicago, but he might be from Milwaukee. Yeah. He is. I hope I get this right. He's a black disciple. And the founder of their gang is a gentleman whose first name is David, and they call him King David. So he always says, "On King David," and points his finger at people. He's known for like walking up to NYPD cops because he lives in New York, and he's like, "Hey, you got your pipe?" Like, and just saying that to cops and like, "On King David, you got your pipe," and shit like that. By the way, if you all didn't know, the prophet of the Jewish religion, his name is also King David. So who better to go investigate Shabbat Lubavitch in the tunnels than Famous Richard? My God.
And they all both use the Star of David, if I'm not mistaken, right?
If they do. Rick Ross got in trouble for that. Look into it. So hold on.
I've seen that was the cover of that tape. What was it? Black Bar Mitzvah?
Black Bar Mitzvah. Also wild. Yes, it was. Had 9-piece on there. That shit was fire. Hold on.
Oh yeah. How did he get in the door? They don't got no type of. They don't have.
It's a church, so it's like they ain't like you want to come praise and believe or whatever. Like more than welcome.
These motherfuckers be getting their shit shot up, and I know they're not just letting niggas just walk up in there.
Oh no, he was standing out front. There's no security. Hey, y'all better relax. Don't do no shit because we don't want to. Don't say we inspired you. I don't want nobody to get hurt.
I'm saying it's a regular occurrence where like synagogues are getting shot up. So I don't
know if it's that regular.
It's regular enough that they anyway.
That they built tunnels to hide. Is that what you about to say?
These niggas with the hats to be putting their hands and feet on people. They was whooping niggas' asses through the tunnel. So I'm surprised they just letting any old body walk up in there. He got a shiesty on.
Yeah, if anybody needed a description, this gentleman right here in the foreground is Famous Richard. But we're not going to play all this. It's 16 minutes long. I'll just hop around a little bit. He plays like a sizzle reel at the front of here about what you're about to see in this video. So this kind of encapsulates it.
Hey, I got to teach y'all my kids.
He also does the stupid ass dance.
Right now. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I am a journalist. I am a journalist from Chicago. How do y'all feel about New York Police Department? Get out. Rabbi Conspiracy is the truth. Rabbi Conspiracy is the reason you guys are
Get out. Get out.
On King David.
Get out. Outside.
On King David. How do you feel about New York Police Department exposing the tunnels? I'm just trying to see the tunnels, man. I'm just trying to see the tunnels on King David. That's all I'm trying to see is the tunnel.
The tunnel is on Kingston, man.
Why you kicking me out, man?
Kids fuck with him.
Shabbat Lubavitch. Shabbat Lubavitch.
Okay. All right.
King David. Hey, you know the Shabbat Lubavitch at the tunnel? The secret tunnel on King. You Jewish, right?
Oh, they really telling how
you Jewish? My love. I love
everybody
Jewish
telling
people,
him
but
how to
hey, that
get to
tunnel
the-
y'all did.
Hold on, I'm
on
gonna
King
talk
Day,
to
I
one more
ain't gonna lie, y'all
person.
smart as hell. Hey, Harriet Tubman to fuck with y'all. I ain't gonna lie. The secret tunnels, the New York Police Department. How do you feel about that? Chabad. The Chabad Lubavitch. Chabad. Hadbad Lubavitch. Chabad.
God
Chabad. How do you feel?
damn. He's scratching the hell out of his third.
You're not gonna say nothing about that? All right. We gotta
Chabad.
say it right. Chabad. Yeah. Chabad. All right, what's your question? How do you feel about New York Police Department exposing it? Chabad.
The Kaaba.
Right now I feel very cold. You feel cold? Right now, you cold-hearted?
All right, so there's a lot of this of him locking up to different people because he's inside whatever community this is in Brooklyn where the Orthodox Jewish people are just out and about and shit like that. So he's asking all of them, like, why did y'all build the tunnels? Knowing, like, the situation was, like, an extremist... They do and they don't. It was an extremist sect from within that church that's, like, the most popular church, but it doesn't mean everybody that goes there had anything to do with that shit. But he always frames it as, like, why did y'all build those tunnels?
Does anybody give him an actual answer?
Everybody was just like, that wasn't me. It was like some shit that was going on in there. Some dude said that they were actually subway tunnels, which makes me feel like he had something to do with it because they clearly were not subway tunnels.
Yeah, not at all.
But he's just on the ground doing this shit for 16 minutes. Ends up going inside the actual synagogue or I don't know. I think the building is called a Shabbat. I don't know the place of worship. He goes in there and asks people in there, gets kicked out. That's what you saw in the intro. And the funny part is, I'm pretty sure this was kicked off because on Channel 5 News, Andrew mentioned this like for a quick second, just like saying like that they built these tunnels and the Jewish religion worships the prophet is named King David. And when he said that, he used the sound drop from Famous Richard to say King David. And I'm pretty sure that's what kicked this off. So it's a fun watch though. I mean, he's obviously not I don't know. I feel like he's getting more information than a lot of people are, but yeah.
Hey, not everybody's putting boots on ground, man.
Nobody's putting boots on ground. Everybody's walking in there and putting the microphone in people's mouths like, hey, what was y'all doing in here? Even though they have nothing to do with it, but
yeah, nah, they say they ain't got nothing to do with it. Them tunnels just
they say they don't.
Never mind.
That's crazy. Go ahead, man.
Nah, move on. What's next?
Yeah, they won't find you.
Yeah, they will not.
They will 100% find you.
They won't. I'm not saying shit.
Going to work in your screwdriver's missing. You'll be like, oh no.
I didn't even think about that. I'm not safe. Yeah, move on.
You guys follow that Wario 64 account, right? The one that does all the gaming news.
I'm familiar with it. Yeah, but yeah.
He just tweeted a Bloomberg article. Nintendo's new game console will launch this year with an 8-inch LCD screen, according to AMD analyst Hiroshi Hayase. And then it's like a link to an article.
So a Switch Pro with the 8 on it.
They're probably gonna beef the power up. The Switch was like the first of the next gens to come out, so
Switch Pro with the 8 on it. It's funny.
Yeah, it'll be. I mean, the thing that blows my mind is how good their first party games still look. So I'm just excited for whatever they're going to do next. Like Mario Wonder looks amazing, and I just watched the trailer for the new Princess Peach game they got coming out, and that shit looks phenomenal too. I'm like, I don't know how y'all are doing this.
I just wish they'd have a fucking better online infrastructure where I don't have to add a friend and type in 60 damn numbers.
At this point, like I don't know what am I playing online on there. Like
I just want to play Super Smash Brothers online with my friends.
I hear you.
That'd be the only shit.
Yeah,
that's why we need to get PlayStation All Stars back.
When the last time you tried to play Super Smash Brothers?
Man, the only shit I play on my Switch is Fire Emblem. That's the only shit I play now.
Yeah, so my shit just sits behind my TV collecting dust.
I take my Switch to work.
I feel like everybody's just behind their TV.
Switch.
Every person's house I go to that has a Switch, it's behind the TV.
Well, yeah, if it's on the dock, you can just where you gonna put it? It's really small too compared to like that fucking gargantuan thing y'all got. See how I did that? You see how I did that?
That's crazy.
I don't have it.
I had to think of which console I had.
You got 2 gargantuan consoles.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah,
you living like I was 4 weeks ago.
How are we going in the opposite direction?
I don't know. Nah.
That's crazy.
I don't know if I'll be back though. Shit's going good. I've been looking at like a lot of indie games on Steam and putting them on my wish list and shit like that. Like since that's interesting to me. I'm like, damn, like,
games.
I was
not the horny,
you haven't downloaded a single horny game, Blake?
I gotta pay for it. No, if the one was free, I would look at it.
You ain't never had a problem paying for it, but now you don't want to download one horny.
Because then it's going to see, oh, you got like achievements. What if I got all the achievements out the game? Then I maxed the game out. I played it for 4 minutes. Some of the shit's be interesting though. It'd be like Sex Detective 4. I'd be like, oh, you a detective that gets to do the sexy? Like,
how do you solve the crime?
You gotta beat the first 3.
It'd be like, it always, because like they show 4 screenshots from the preview. The 5th screenshot be fucking. Because you got to click on the game and go to the page to see the 5th screenshot.
Just in case you were wondering, we didn't make it clear there.
Yeah. Let me see what's on there today. I won't share my screen. I'm gonna look and tell. I'm gonna just read it.
Games are just like absolutely just like great groundbreaking games. It's just they're just behind that horny.
They win the accessibility awards.
Oh shit! No, people be leaving like serious reviews too. So it's like I know there's good stuff in here.
Like there's just like a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game like there, but it's just horny.
Breath of the Wild.
Hey, look, the new and trending page is clean today. There's no horny games.
Okay. What day of the week is it? Wednesday or Thursday? Okay.
It is Wednesday. If I promise you there will be one tomorrow because it doesn't stay this way.
Oh, and it's Friday, Freaky Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, people getting paid tomorrow too? Yeah, go on tomorrow night. Saturday morning?
Probably Friday morning when that direct deposit hit at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
If you check between like 3 a.m. and like 6 a.m., it's probably like top selling games, not a bunch of horny ass games.
Yeah. No. Hey, for real though, I think this year the thing I am going to try with my gaming though, I think I'm going to try VR this year.
Okay.
Get a video.
I'm gonna get the I'm gonna get the Valve Index.
Okay.
That's if I don't get the Stream Deck OLED. But Bree mentioned to me I think she wants to try VR stuff too. So if I get that, probably the whole family could use that. So it is like I think $1,200 for the whole setup though. So
ooh.
Yeah. Oh, it's $1,000 here for the whole kit. So
I feel like the Oculus is always easier to justify. Like
people say that the Index is like the end all be all though, as far as like features and like everything goes, like nice ability stuff. Like they say the Index is the one.
Yeah, it better be for a band.
Yeah, but that comes with you get the headset, 2 controllers. There's like some type of base station thing, so I think you can do like spatial stuff, like where it can kind of pick up your room and you can walk around a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they say Half-Life Alyx 2 is like a dope game that comes with it. So
yeah,
you gotta play that football game
where you actually take the snaps and throw the ball.
Yeah, well, you gotta play that.
Yeah. Hey, you ever see the Fortnite football skins?
Yeah, sometimes.
You ever seen them? You seen them in the game before?
Yeah, like where you're like the actual like you got on the team jersey and
I've never seen one in the game. I've only seen it on that website. But like, yeah, they did 2 different sets of them. Like where, yeah, they had alternate jerseys. You could pick all 32 teams. You just bought one team and you get all 32 teams. You put on a football player.
I feel like we've seen that shit playing the game before.
Wait, yeah, like one of the people that I was playing with, the only time I played had a Tom Brady like skin on. Is that not like a common
dog?
thing?
We've definitely played and seen the NFL once before.
I've never seen that. The gridiron. I promise you, I've never seen it. I would know. I would tell you right now. I ain't got no reason to lie about it.
You're right.
I've seen the Patrick Mahomes skin, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they had.
Okay,
no,
so
like the generic player ones. Yeah.
Yeah, where it's just like a dude with the helmet on with the team jersey and shit like that. I don't know if I've seen that.
I've seen it before.
Yeah. I want that Giannis skin to come back though. That's the one. That one's fire.
That one was pretty tight. It was pretty cool.
All right. What would y'all do if you worked 27 years at a place, had perfect attendance? How do you feel like they should receive you?
Hopefully I got like a good promotion. I'm in like management. I'm making good money.
I should at a minimum be a franchise owner at this point, quite frankly.
There should be like a conference building with my name on like
a
placard.
Hey, do you know how hard it is to have perfect attendance? Like, because perfect attendance isn't like you were here every day. That means you were never late too. So there was never like a rainstorm, a traffic jam, a red light got missed, a car accident on the way for 30 years. You didn't have bad luck for 30 years.
Is it problematic if I ask y'all what do y'all Pace's appointment do for like seniority and annuity, like for like if you're there for a certain amount of time?
Mine doesn't really do anything.
Just don't answer if you can't. But
you make
I would
more
have
money every year, but yeah, we don't do anything for like the longer you've been there. I will say the job that I worked at previous to this, when I worked at the airport, please don't say anything about that fucking airport.
I'm not.
It was seniority based for like bidding on your schedule.
I couldn't help it.
You gotta make me. You couldn't. You did that in the most subtly awful way ever. You niggas make me want to just erase like 3-4 years of my life. I don't even feel comfortable taking a flight. Okay, you couldn't help yourself, so you double down. He doubles down.
No, why are we here again?
Because you asked about job seniority, and this is the only example I got.
Oh, man,
How can I not live?
I had to.
Anyway, they would do the shift bidding based off your seniority. So the person that's worked there the longest, you get the first pick of every shift. So if you want like weekends off or mornings and weekends off, all that bullshit, whatever, you get the first pick. And you could look at the list to see where you were. The nigga that was number one started working there in 1988. I was like, nigga, you've been working here for longer than I've been alive. So as soon as it comes out, he just
Yo, shut the fuck up, Blake.
He moved up.
Yo, Wish just got the least security.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, I'm not. My current one, I think they just do like if you're there. No, it's how many hours you book. So I think it's like 1,100 hours. You get like a pay increase. Every 1,100 hours, you get a pay increase. And I don't know how many.
That's twice a year because we work what $22.50 I think a year or $22.60 a year.
So maybe it's more than that. Then I don't know the exact number, but every set number of hours, you get a pay increase. So
but I mean
that's the one with. Yeah, that's how they keep people around because without getting into too much, my field of work is basically that there are slots that they hire people for, and those slots have a maximum amount they can pay you in that slot. So, for example, the slot that I got hired in, I'm at the top of that slot already, so my pay can't go up anymore. So the only way I'll ever get pay increases is by staying on and like just keep on coming in that way. So that's how they keep people around and keep you competitive and shit like that. But in the past, like when I worked at Costco, for those internships, that's how they decided who had parking spots to the headquarters by how many years you were with the company. So sometimes you deal with people who did like 10 years in the warehouse prior to coming to the headquarters because they got their degree and they want to do something different now. And their badge would be different and they'd be higher than let's get a parking spot than you were. But again, I got to shout them out every time we're trying to talk about them because that is still the best place I've ever worked. They 100% gave a fuck about their employees. Your time on the clock started, even though we were salary, time on the clock started when you got in the parking lot.
Shout out to that.
That's dope as fuck.
I had a job where you used to have to clock in on your phone. You could clock in on your phone, and they wanted you to turn some tracker shit on where it's like if you weren't inside of the store and you clocked on, it was like a right.
No.
Where it's like, nigga, I'm in the parking lot. I'm on my way.
Well, okay, so again, because of the situation like with Costco's parking, their headquarters is one size, and they built their parking to support how many people when the headquarters is built. It's obviously grown since then, so they have to take a shuttle from like other parking lots to get to the actual headquarters building. So when you touch down in any parking lot, that's when your time starts for that day. That's when your 8 hours starts. So yeah, so you might be waiting for the shuttle for 15 minutes or whatever. You're already on the clock though. So
yeah, because I'm at work.
Man, they have the dope food courts. The food was heavily subsidized. It's cheap as fuck and hella good. Custom omelets in the morning if you wanted that shit. Whatever you wanted, man, they had it down there. The company barbecue in the summer, lit. There's a warehouse across the street if you wanted some food court food. Go get that. Man, them internships was bliss, man. If I did not chase love, that's where I'll probably still be working right now. But I left there to go back to Ellensburg and marry my wife, and now we're here.
Marry my wife, have a
kid. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Another kid. No. Well, I'm a low. Keep that.
Okay. Anyway, see the world. Spin the block.
See the world. Went to Rome. Got scammed by a fellow African because I had a moment and felt like we was bonded and we was not bonded. He was just trying to get money out of my pockets. It's all good though. Salute. Yeah, man.
Brown world takeover.
You feel me? All right. So as I say, 27 years on the job. We talked about what you feel like you might be expecting. Let me show you what my man got.
I need a piece of the company. If I work here for 27 years, let alone I remember this dude.
I was going to say that.
This on here.
I don't think so.
Okay.
27 years, I've never missed not one day of work, never.
Nevada Burger King employee Kevin Ford.
This just happened.
I feel like I've seen this before.
His anniversary gift from the
This just happened.
I see
we
something
talked
like
about
some
this
guy
on
had
here.
like a crazy.
Perfect attendance.
All these shits are recent.
Pens and a cup. The internet did not echo his gratitude. So when Kevin's daughter Serena saw the video blowing up on social media, she started a GoFundMe.
All right, so they gave him like a bag with like a gift card. It was a water bottle. It might have been some hand wipes in that bitch. It was bad. 27 years, never missed a day.
Whole kid.
Yep, and his probably Gen Z / millennial daughter, one of us, went and blew this shit up because they were like, yo, they do my dad wrong, and the interneted in the right way, I should say, and took care of this man. So
Page just to raise $200 for Kevin to come visit his grandchildren in Texas. Turned out the whole world really wanted Kevin to get a proper anniversary gift. And a year and a half later, that page has now raised more than $450,000.
Yeah, okay. A year and a half later.
So maybe we did then.
Yeah, this was June of 2022 that this happened.
It's an absolute beautiful.
Because I remember we talked about this. We went crazy on this.
So that's we followed up on it.
Him getting the 200K, we did not know.
452,000. 452.
400.
So he
got
just
$500,000. Oh, I'm up out of Burger King.
Yeah,
no,
but
I'm
he
at Burger King.
He bought a house and still works there.
Thanks to those donations,
Yeah, I'm about to say,
this
I'd
past
stay at
week,
Burger
Kevin
King.
got to move in.
Man bought a double wide. Shout out, Kevin.
Quite frankly, yeah, if you like your job enough that you've been there for damn near 30 years, you got to quit unless you got like, oh, I don't need to work at all money. But yeah, you got your little house up off it. Yeah, that's nice.
And again,
And that's what his company should have did for him. Because how much money is Burger King worth? You don't got very many employees that work there for almost 30 years. Like, if you do this, you do this once every 3 decades, or you might have to do this for like 5 people ever. This wouldn't have cost Burger King nothing to spend $500.
The publicity probably would have done more for them than the cost to support him in that way. But let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a bean.
Whopper commercials.
When have y'all ever heard someone say, "Man, I really want some Burger King"?
Never.
Oh, fuck Burger King, nigga. That's the
They've
worst.
been open for your
besides Arby's. That's the worst fast food for.
Because when people are in that mood, it's I want some McDonald's.
Nope,
Burger
like,
King
I'm
is
gonna
the fucking
cut
worst,
you off right there because I work near Burger King and I often go to Taco Bell because Taco Bell's my shit. And when I go there, I promise you, Burger King's drive-through is always full. It don't matter. Like if they are open, there's at least 3 cars in their driveway at all times.
Look, the only time I ever heavily fucked with Burger King was when the Rodeo Whopper came out, which was Rodeo Whopper. That was part of the Small Soldiers promotion. That's when they rolled that shit out. So when I was there for that. And then when I was a vegan and they had the Impossible Whopper. That's the one fast food option I had. Why are you laughing?
Because
are lives of are sapient beings funny to you?
Yes. Also, the Impossible Whopper was always hella funny because they threw that bitch on right next to the regular Whopper. Got a little real meat in it. That's why your stomach.
Sir, we weren't allergic to animal fat. We just didn't want to particularly have it.
I'm saying not animal fat. I'm saying them niggas was putting their feet on a lettuce at one point in time. I'm sure they were putting meat.
That was a wild video.
They sure put some meat in your non-meat.
Hey, yo.
That's what you got like gradually move back into meat.
I don't say anybody put meat back in none of my shit. That's crazy. Stop.
I can't help myself. I don't know what to do.
That's insane.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy.
Freak ass ears.
Yeah, but no,
I got it.
They be making some bullshit. I seen something like they had the Fritos. No, they had like the Cheeto chicken fries.
Hey, the chicken fries are straight. Hold on, relax.
They had some Cheetos.
They was wilding when they put the dust on them.
Yeah, bro. Like,
straight up ones
Cheeto niggas want you to put Cheeto dust on chicken
fries is so fucking crazy.
The straight up ones was okay. I'm not mad at those.
Their breakfast sandwiches used to be good back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Like,
this just looks like they do not give a fuck when they hand them to you. Now the croissants, how all the croissants flat?
I couldn't. How is it this big? It's a croissant.
It's a Jimmy Dean. I know what y'all doing back there.
Fast food's hella expensive now. I went to Taco Bell maybe a couple weeks ago. I was inside on the little kiosk. I was like, man, let me get a quesadilla. I used to fuck with the quesadillas from there.
Chicken quesadilla.
That shit was like $6.69.
Nigga,
I was
when
like,
you
nigga,
think
how
about
is this? What?
Jamal.
This like triple their price.
Jamal, how much does a quesadilla cost at the Matador if you go during happy hour? Like $8, I think, $9
probably.
Nigga, the Taco Bell one is $2 cheaper. It's like $7.84 or something like that, or $6.84.
This shit's wild right now. Just wild right now.
I see some of those prices. I was like, nigga.
And I'm not about to pull up to the Matador just to get a fucking quesadilla.
Are you still doing Chipotle like that, Tyrell?
Ooh, no.
They breaking pockets over there too.
Yeah, nigga. I use my free, you get the free one every like however many meals, and I built up all over last year because I go there like once every quarter, maybe, or once like maybe twice a quarter.
Damn, that slowed the fuck down.
It's close to work, but it is like because it's like $18 to $22 when you go to get a burger, a burrito, even a bowl. You're paying $16.
It did not used to be that way.
That shit used to be $9 for the biggest burrito you've ever seen in your life.
So this is gonna be a sidetrack right here because we've had this conversation here multiple times, but like the cost of everything goes up, and everybody is always like, "Yo, like why the fuck is this game $70?" Like, ain't that shit crazy though? As much as expensive everything else has got, the games have mostly stuck to $65 at this point.
Yeah. Because I feel like games stayed the same price for so long. Because if you think about like Taco Bell or Chipotle, it was like, oh yeah, it used to be $8, and then it was $9, and then it was $11, and then it was $13, and you kept like, okay, I got marginalized up. Games, it was like $60 for 15 years. And
the dollar menu don't exist anymore.
It does not. But
you don't even think if you go to think it's $1.
When you
was
think
$1.25,
like,
right?
Well,
yep.
I'm gonna go get a McDouble. A McDouble is like $3.50 now or something like that.
It might be like $1.25, but still like the principle.
You about to make
how y'all came into y'all came into the game at one price, and now y'all don't mess. The work is the same, but you're charging me this much. Like this is. The work might be smaller.
I was on to get teriyaki spots, man. I was like, man,
woo, teriyaki spots. They got hit, boy.
Fried rice is like $20 now. I'm like, man, they be wanting you to tip. Like, man, tip my dick.
I've seen there was a tweet that had went out about this, and I always think of this because this is like the one thing that I've eaten consistently over a long period of time. When the beefy 5-layer Taco Bell came out, I think I was in the 9th grade, so like 2006, 2007, and I remember it was 89 cents because my mom would give me $3, and me and my friends would go to Taco Bell. We go crazy, walk to the one on 6th Ave. That shit is $3.89 now, and I still eat it pretty regularly. It's like. I remember when you were 89 cents. Like that was in the last like I remember that vividly. It doesn't make any sense that it's that much more expensive.
Hey, shout out to Latif because when he worked at the Taco Bell on 19th, if you ever went there when he was on shift, he would make you some bullshit for menu price. So you put the grill stuff would be falling the fuck apart. You couldn't fit in the paper. Like it'd be crazy.
I feel like having a Taco Bell friend was the best friend to have because they could just give you so much free food.
God.
It didn't make sense how much free food they would give away. It didn't seem like it ever mattered.
Dog.
Sheldon used to hook it up at the Charlie's in Tacoma Mall at the food court.
Yep.
Oh, I remember that. It
was a good time. Yeah, because when you work at places like that, they throw away so much damn food.
Shout out to food court friends, man. I remember Sakura used to have some of them up in. I ain't know none of them, but Jamal know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they had some whole burgers, man. that was just Mexican niggas.
Jamal is the least subtle person ever. They had some hoes, nigga.
I went to Sakura's the other day. Ain't nobody Asian working here.
It'll be one Filipino lady and 3 Mexican dudes.
How y'all got 4 Ecuadorians on the walk? What is it?
They got 4 Venezuelan niggas.
Who will we not insult tonight?
Like, nigga, what?
Oh, y'all back there watching Messi highlights. Like, what the fuck?
The Asians, Argentinians, Ecuadorians.
Niggas watching Narcos flipping your chicken.
Yo, y'all playing Peso Pluma in the kitchen, dog.
All insulted. We got the Jews.
Why the fuck do I hear Daddy Yankee waiting on my shrimp teriyaki?
Hey, he Christian now. Relax.
I think he's Puerto Rican, so we got the Puerto Ricans have been implicated at this point. We
shout it.
hit a complete rainbow of insults tonight. This is impressive. We're an hour and 4 in. You niggas have hit every
Daddy
guy
actually
asked.
did do the Mace shit. I forgot he did go to Mace route now. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey man, shout out to finding.
I did ask somebody in the past who I was close to that spoke Spanish if he was spitting, and they just laughed at me.
Right, let me say shit. He isn't one of those fast movies, right? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
He probably is.
No.
He probably is.
Iggy Azalea is.
She's
Shout out to that beef for still kicking too. The Nick Young and D'Angelo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, I get it, man. That nigga ruined his life, bro.
I feel like
I think
everybody's
that nigga
life
forever,
was
too.
ruined. Both of them niggas got their lives ruined over that shit.
D'Angelo still got a max contract after that.
I want to ask this question.
About what? Iggy Azalea?
Nah, man.
Go ahead.
See,
Blake.
probably gotta have pre-pod. Because it's okay. There was a I'm gonna say this hella generic, and then if it's fine, we can talk about it more. But there was a moment in time when there was an iPad that we did not know was doing something that we was, and
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I still never really got down to the bottom of that, honestly. I just gotta leave it alone.
oh, that shit was crazy. You remember, it was like someone, everybody abandoned the fucking trap house because he was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Bro, yeah, I don't know what the fuck had happened. Somebody was sending somebody some shit, but
Blake, that's
yeah, because right after that happened to the other homie too.
Yeah,
Like something in another group
it
chat,
did.
like somebody
It did,
else
yeah.
we know. And I was like, man, what the fuck? But
nigga, hey, niggas hella personal information about everybody. It was like, hey man, wait a minute.
No, people was like, throw the SIM cards away.
yeah, that shit happened to the homie too. I remember that.
That's crazy, Blake. I forgot that happened. We were like, hey, I don't know if I can ever text you again. Who's voting?
Without having to sell fucking dope.
Oh my God.
No, I still, man. I have no
I
idea.
posted 63 porn links in this chat. I got that iPad had names for nicknames and everything. That shit was crazy. Oh my God, I forgot all about that.
Actually, my iPad's starting to get old.
That's the same iPad.
Now, it's starting to run hella slow now. And that
You know which one it is?
What?
Like how long you had it?
That's probably.
I don't know actually. I just felt it's starting to run a little slower.
I think I'm about to get Brilliant a new one for her birthday. Like this is like a mini of some sort. I think it's like second gen mini or
They
something
got
like that.
big ass iPads
Probably
now.
no. It's probably the fourth.
I
The
didn't know
third
they
gen
made,
mini
like,
don't work no more.
The bigger model.
Okay.
I never seen one of those in person before. So I was like, nigga, I would not need an iPad this big. I'd be scared. I'm like, bro.
It's a computer.
Yeah,
basically.
that's what my mom, when she pulled up with hers, like it got the pin and all that shit. She used like the Pro or whatever. But
My iPads are big as fuck.
yeah, they're doing the most now.
Technology has evolved, bro. Remember when I wonder when they stopped making iPod Touch, because honestly, those just turned into the iPhones.
That was they stopped in 2019.
What? They still
Or
have
no,
them then?
no, I'm sorry, it might have been 2021. It was like
You're
2019.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
They were
Yeah.
still making
No,
iPod Touches?
That place, it was still selling them a couple years ago.
You got to figure there's a lot of the world though that like might not one that have the money to go and buy like whatever we move to as a population here in the US, and then that still might function for them like a lot. It's like a device, like they get on Wi-Fi, they can get on WhatsApp, they can get their music, YouTube, whatever the fuck. For long as they go Wi-Fi to Wi-Fi, like the iPod Touch would probably still be functional for them for a large portion of the world. So
People would still buy that for their kids too. Like, I don't want my kid to have an iPhone, but I want to be able to like text them when they're at school. Like
dead ass.
Stuff, so.
I feel like that shit might have got killed the same time like Epic on Apple got killed.
That sounds right.
Because you got to figure the people who dropped off like from playing Fortnite on iOS devices, it was probably around the same time. Like you cut out a large portion of the money spending population.
Yeah, May 28th, 2019 was the last release date of any iPod. And
yeah, Epic wasn't too long after that. Epic is around there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just feel like once the iPhones just kind of took over, I just thought they kind of stopped doing it.
No, because like he said, all over the world, and just like that was a really good device for people for their kids.
My
Like, if you think about
cousins
how
all
many
had
people
them
you
too.
in high school with,
No, those
Exactly.
He had an iPod.
That shit was a game changer. The little
Well-
music tap, what was it tap revolution or whatever that shit was called? The little game on there.
Ooh, Tap Tap was fire. I used to
shit
play
was
Flight of the Bumblebee on there, man. What?
Yeah, no, that was that shit.
It had Fruit Ninja. That shit's in arcades now. Like that was an iPod game.
Yep.
What was the one shit that took off on there? I feel like Angry Birds kind of took off on Apple.
Oh, Angry Birds.
Angry Birds for sure. Yeah, Angry Birds was the one.
They had like
Angry
didn't they have
Birds.
like an Angry Bird movie or two?
Yep.
Yeah, Angry Birds is my shit at Top Golf too. I fucked my little nephew up on that.
That's
That
what
shit's hard. That
Yeah.
shit's hard. Every time I want to ask you how old your nephew is, you say 9, and I'm like, you always be fucking him up on something. He a baby.
He be wanting to play with me and stuff though. Like right now, like he's mad. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all this. So obviously I sold my consoles, like I said, but I had a 2 terabyte drive in my PS5 that I pulled out, and I was trying to put that into my computer, but the one additional NVMe slot that I had open, it's underneath like where my graphics card sits. So I bought. I'll grab it right here. Maybe there's a picture on the front so y'all can understand what I'm talking about. There's not, but it's a vertical graphics cards holder. So it basically makes it so the graphics card is like kind of presented when you look into the case of my computer. And I plan to install this at the same time I put that NVMe drive in. The drive that I bought, it had a heatsink like already on it. So I needed to take that off, put that into the computer, and then put that in. In the process of taking off the heatsink though, I cracked like one of the little memory things on the board. And so now the drive is in my computer and it doesn't work. And when I put my card into this vertical holder thing, because the 30 series cards from NVIDIA are so fucking huge, it doesn't fit in my case anymore. So now I'm in a situation where I'm probably going to spend like $400 in order to get a new drive and get that into my computer. Because I have to get a different cooler, because my cooler, the radiator for it is on the front of my computer. And that's why my card won't fit. So all type of fun shit going on. But he wants to play Call of Duty with me is what I was getting to. And my Call of Duty was installed on the drive that broke.
You over there just fucking off money.
I haven't done it yet. So obviously I'm broke as fuck right now because I'm in the situation where you start a new job and it has probably been a month since I've got a paycheck. My last paycheck was September 29th. December 29th.
Oh, I thought you said September. Nigga, what?
I do not save like that. Sorry.
We both were like,
I know y'all think I'm some type of responsible individual. I'm not that person. No.
I was like, God damn.
No.
Okay, yeah, a month without a paycheck
Okay.
is like, hey man, I'm about to have to start calling them people.
I've had to transfer from accounts I don't touch though in this much, and that's been
All right.
yeah. Thankfully, I'm staying at home most of the week, so that's fine.
Okay. All right, offshore account Blake has been watching Griselda this week, so he's telling us how he's moving money from the Galapagos.
You see what
shit.
she did wrong, so you know you not what to do.
Yeah. Bill, brick by brick, nigga.
I couldn't sell drugs. I don't got it in me. I'd rat.
I could do it for
I'm
like
sorry. I'd be paranoid. I'm not gonna lie.
I would, but I could do it for like a week.
All right, what's next, man? What's going on?
A full pay period.
Can we
Daredevil
make fun
board
of
again. What's going on, Jamal? You put this on. What's going on?
Oh, man, let me click the damn thing. But I know it looked like it's gonna be good, man. Kevin Feige, he got bullied into making some right decisions because I guess like the rumor was that like when they brought it back, remember how they said it was supposed to be like 18 episodes at
Yeah.
first?
Okay, that sounds
It was supposed
familiar.
to be like
Yeah.
18 episodes. Then they were talking about they weren't gonna have Karen and like Foggy weren't gonna be on the show, and then I guess they were supposed to like kill them off like the first episode when they brought that back. So why the fuck would you do that? You got to have, like Matt Murdock and Foggy with their law firm together. But yeah, they're bringing them back. John Berthal's going to be back on there as the Punisher. They're bringing did you watch season 3?
Seen all of it. I've seen every Netflix Marvel thing that ever happened.
Well, my man that was playing Bullseye, he's going to be back on there. That dude was fucking dope. He's back. Obviously, Vincent D'Onofrio is back. So it looks like it's heading back into it's getting back, man, back on track to a good show. Because I do think that's the best Netflix like other Marvel shows that they had, and I did really like Daredevil a lot. That show was super dope.
Yeah, it was good. Good fighting.
But nah, yeah, they brought that back, which is cool. Especially the dude. I'm really excited for the dude that played Bullseye because he played like that crazy. 'Cause remember he was like a fucking stalker kind of. He was stalking that chick in season 3. He was like fucking psycho. Oh, okay, well yeah, now he plays like the crazy white guy like that used to be a cop, but like he's kind of like turned loose and now he's a fucking psychopath. Like that dude plays that role really well. I think his name was like Jason Bethel. But yeah,
Okay.
they got him back on there, so I'm kind of excited for Daredevil to be back. Oh, and I did see some other MCU news. The what's old girl's name? Tatiana Maslany, the chick that played She-Hulk.
Yes.
She had like an interview, and they was like, "Oh, you think anything about us season 2 of She-Hulk?" She's like, "Nah, we blew through our budget." I think Disney's like, "No, thanks." And remember when the writer's strike was going on? She was one of the few people that was speaking out against Bob Iger, saying, "Oh, he's getting $40 million bonuses, and they don't want to pay actors and all that stuff." So she kind of spoke out against that. So people are already kind of assuming that like, oh, they're definitely not bringing her back. She's out of here for speaking out against Big Bob, and then with her saying this shit to, about they blew the budget on season 1 of She-Hulk. So like, yeah, we probably.
Hold on.
She might be out of there.
I just seen this shit you retweeted of Custer Finn White.
Oh yeah, he met some. He was with Jada Stevens and Phoenix Marie.
That's the fucking legends. Holy shit. Can't salute it.
Yeah, nah, fuck him. But if I meet him, though, salute me. But
yeah, I would.
Yeah. Tyrell, we can hear you.
I was saying She-Hulk's probably a one and done. Then you think?
Like, yeah. Apparently, they blew the budget for that.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because they had a lot of cameos in that first season. A lot of licensed music. Had one of the Avengers come back in it. It was a lot.
Yeah, a lot of CGI.
Whole lot.
Whole lot.
Can we talk about this lady? This lady sold
$2,500
worth of Stanley cups.
How much?
They laid this shit out like it was a dope bus for real.
They got her. They put her on. They put her on the cow catcher. Yo, they wildin'. Yo, where these cops at?
Put the work on the hood, and that's probably.
No. I thought it said 25,000. This is 2,500. That's still a lot though.
That's still, you gotta have a lot of cups. So they must have saved a hell of Stanley cups in the car. Yes, it's all in cups. Yeah.
How much do those cups cost?
Each they remember $30. 30, 50, yeah, 30 to 60, depending on what it is, probably.
Yeah. God damn.
And she got the confetti joint. She got like the Yeti version. She got all the different colors. She got all the different lids. Yeah, she put some work in.
I had no idea the Stanley's was going crazy like this. This is nuts.
I don't get the hype. So are they just insulated cups? Are they like designs or is
it's your double walled stainless steel like tumbler. That's it. But I mean, they make them in all different sizes. They are efficient. They got a straw. I will say it's nice in that sense that they're huge as fuck and fit in most cup holders in your car.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean,
the biggest benefit is that they fit in your cup holder. You can put like 40 ounces of water or like fucking 40 ounces of coffee. Whatever,
I know y'all
in there.
I know y'all seen that.
So popular.
Y'all know seen that big and put like 40 squirts of different Mios and syrups in hers, and they were like,
yeah. This was she was like, I need the peach drink, and she had all the different like fucking like coffee shop syrups, pumping them in there. It's like put 9 pumps of peach
in the water.
Sugar. Okay,
shit is no longer water.
See that video of that woman where she like her son needed a new water bottle, so she had him like a glass person, like was making him like. Hold on, let me try to find it.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Cinderella.
Dog, you're gonna.
Oh, I'm toasted. Good Lord, I mixed that Incredible Hulk terrible.
That's what
you going back to back weeks on the Incredible Hulk. It's actually.
What else am I gonna do with this shit? I don't drink either of these.
No, that's true.
You don't drink either of them until you're 4 podcasts in. Now
I'm not getting these again.
Incredible Hulk.
There is a Japanese single malt at my Costco that I really want that I can't ration myself to buy while I'm not being paid, and I have these two bullshits here sitting on my desk.
That's funny.
Okay.
Somebody said 42 Doug always looked like he on a field trip.
How do y'all feel about Black Youngster on that in the locker room, like clearly acting an ass when my brother's brother just died.
I didn't even see that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh shit! Here we go. I gotta find it now.
I'm never gonna find this in my likes. Let me see if I can find it.
You guys are so prepared. It's fantastic.
Yeah, dog. I put a hell of shit on here. What you talking about? It ain't me.
Hey, y'all seen this?
I got it right here. I found this shit already. Shut your hating ass up.
I won't. I promise you, I won't.
God damn.
Big hate. Big hater.
All right. So what y'all need to pay attention to is my man with the courses over right here. He's in the back. He has like a brown jacket on. But either way, this is after 42 Doug's Welcome Home concert in Detroit. Black Youngster is being Black Youngster in the dressing room / green room. This is after the concert. Just pay attention and keep in mind, what is the dude's name? Yo Gotti. He's his brother just got killed in Memphis, and they did this concert like a week after. So pay attention to my man behind here and his attitude and enthusiasm for what's going on.
He definitely got killed in the dog.
I can't scratch it off me because it's in me.
Or
This is here, you not on you feel me?
Yeah, man.
What we doing?
I said God is good.
All the time.
oh,
Just Glorilla.
I said the big.
Oh my gosh.
I said.
Yeah.
is he okay?
Throw back. Ooh.
No, my man is clearly not like for all the bullshit that's happening right here though.
Yeah, he's off as my close personal friends like to call him. He's off a Waller.
He's off a Waller.
He's going crazy off a Waller.
I've never heard that.
I hadn't either, but Jamal teamed up with a good friend of ours, and they transformed, terraformed some shit together. It was nasty, but it's accurate. Did you hear that beat Darren Waller made when he said Kelsey Plum's about to leave him?
That's the Waller, is Darren Waller.
Mr. Kurt 30.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But did you hear the beat that he made off the Waller?
He made a beat. I didn't know you did music.
Derek,
And she's gonna leave.
Darren Waller posted a video that was like, when your wife wants to leave you, and it's a beat that he made, and that shit is some gas. But also, yeah, he's
Look at you being misprepared. Oh my god.
all right.
Yeah, same shit just happened to me. Some shit we weren't supposed to talk about that it got brought up. That's cool.
I respect it. I don't have the video, so I'm
I
not
know.
that prepared.
I had a thought actually just today about should the WNBA change their name?
Ooh. Do you have any
To
suggestions?
what?
Because maybe not everybody in there identifies as W.
Oh,
And that
shit, I didn't even think
you
of that.
might be misgendering them by calling the league that, saying that that's what they are playing in there. That's kind of fucked up, right?
Oh, hey, no bullshit. You got a point.
Yeah. So if, the inclusivity I think is a key tenet of that brand. So you maybe someone think about like I can't.
But don't
If
you
you're
think every league wouldn't every league
Bitches,
have to start doing that?
Basketball
no,
Association.
because in the NBA that is not an issue. It's the National Basketball Association. They don't put women in the
sure?
title.
Are you sure?
They don't put
BBCA,
women in the title.
Bad Bitches
Okay,
Basketball
yeah,
Association.
Got it. Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. All right.
I think they could do that.
Bad bitch.
Bad Bitches Basketball Association.
Ain't that the one where the ladies knee like folded in half?
Hope she recovered, man. I want to have ladies do
that
it.
was the BBL league.
Yeah.
Definitely a fail on the old Fansly / OF after that.
I'm less showing you this because of the video that Darren Waller made. That's crazy, but this beat's kind of fire. And I think he has a song on Madden 24 that he's rapping on. Yeah, him.
A couple
I think
athletes got song on, man.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4
recently,
different players that have stuff on there.
Yeah.
He's like a street shark.
He does. He looks troubling.
Is he Mexican?
No, he black.
Check this out.
Yeah, head tats. I know this nigga used to do drugs.
This is kind of hard.
Not the father stretched my calves part 2.
Generic as fuck.
Father stretch my back part 2.
That's
Stretch
crazy.
my calves. You didn't have to go to bat. You didn't have to go to bat. But
Telling me
Father
to stretch
stretch
your
my
back
calves
is
is
crazy.
kind of tough. He does got a bad hamstring. All
That's
right,
crazy as
and then-
fuck. You can't touch opiates and you a professional football player. A tight end, know what type of injuries he's about to get. Like you can't even get put under. Yeah,
No.
my man. My man. Let's get
Riley
into
Jr.
him. Let's get
Hey, man.
into him.
Wide receiver, you went crazy. So Kiki Boutte, while he was at LSU, being one of the best receivers in the country,
He was nice.
was off
That
the
boy was
field
good football.
going fucking crazy. They said he put in 8,900 bets while
Nigga.
underage with a bank account. Some of this occurred
Not
during the
800.
2022 season. His last
Not
year at
900
LSU.
bets. Nigga, 8,900 bets.
Nah.
Jamal,
Hey, he was doing
Jamal, if you had to be generous. How many tickets do you think you've put in at EQC? Or just
Hold
like
on.
FanDuel,
That's
whatever?
not fair.
I would do a
That's
bunch of
not
like
fair.
$5 ones too.
That's
though.
not fair. Y'all have to go in
Why?
person to bet versus like
Oh,
shout out Chris because he does this shit all the time where he'll take like 12 cents and do like an 18 legger.
yeah.
But
If
that's
you
what
were
I'm
doing
saying,
that,
though,
like you put $10 on the FanDuel app and just every I don't know 4 days you put $10 on there and you making bets that small, you can easily get
but
to this.
Blake, they said he was underage doing it. So and I know Louisiana doesn't have underage. They don't have like. app
Wow,
betting,
so
if I'm
you telling me you never lied about your age on an online website? Damn, that's impressive. That's what's up. Salute, man.
All right.
Hey, you
All
honest.
right. All right.
I've definitely been born in
Either way.
1901 before. That's crazy.
1901.
January
But
1st, 1901.
1926.
is a
Yeah.
popular
Watch the next
date.
Grand Theft Auto trailer.
It wasn't even it wasn't no trailer.
Either way,
I was watching
I don't
something.
care. Jamal, how many
Salute.
bets do you think you've put in since EQC opened up sports?
Not
betting?
8,900.
Would you think like
Let me find
700 probably?
Let me find my jack right now. I'll tell you how many bets.
You don't think
700
700?
bets? Because think about it, we have to do a minimum of $5.
Really?
Yeah, you can't bet
Yeah.
nothing less than $5. I know I haven't done that shit 7 times.
Damn, I don't even have FanDuel on my phone anymore. I
We've
can't
been
tell you much
going
I
there at
bet.
this point for 3 years, I think.
Yeah, it's been what
And you go
3? Yeah,
pretty-
3 football
You go
seasons.
pretty often, so you probably think what? You put in more than 100 bets a season.
I don't think so. 100 bets a
If
season.
If there's 17 weeks,
If there's 17, I usually do like what? I don't try to do more than like 4 tickets, maybe 4 or
Stop
5
the cap.
tickets.
stop.
No, I really
Now
because
you-
that's when you start.
now you do, bro. We used to leave there with
Well-
9-10 tickets.
Well, I'm saying, well, like the first year there, but like the last 2 years, I do like 20 to $30 tickets. But yeah, I don't try to have too many because then you like overlap and shit, and you be fucking up.
All right. So you're thinking you're a sub 1,000.
It's
bet.
nowhere near this though. So yeah,
Okay. Anyway, so 8,900 bets in a state where he's underage, so he's not walking in anywhere. He got to give his ID to somebody, or somebody gives their ID to him, and he made an account called Kayshawn Boutte 07 on FanDuel. First name, last name, football number. Betting on yourself. That's so crazy.
people are dumb as fuck, bro.
Niggas are dumb. He placed bets on at least 17 games. It said there's something in here where it shows like how much he won and lost. They said he was putting like 100 or almost 200K a season worth of money. Going crazy.
Hey, I just did something for y'all.
Yeah, they said he did 8,900 bets in 13 months is over 20 bets a day on average. 20 a day.
No, show the one where he bet on himself to get the over and missed.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
The fucking clip of him talking to Jaden McDaniels at halftime because he had no catches. Hey,
He was
KJ
real
was
about
right.
the
You
fight.
were dumb as fuck if you bet the over on yourself. Like, you were stupid.
I gotta
You gotta
do.
be pretty fucking dumb.
He said I gotta do more work in order to make money.
All I had to do was drop everything, and I would hit him up with the under.
when
Nigga
you
just
think
get
about
hurt
what
at
his
halftime.
over-unders were, nigga, 5 for 86 is not like a crazy stat line. If you went 4 for 37 in a college game, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, he had a regular college football game.
Oh
He's
no!
like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna go crazy every week, every day.
He tried to get a Heisman.
No, all his account names was his name. It was like
Blake,
Keon Booty 1, Keon Booty 117.
Blake, he changed his number from 1 to 7 while he was at LSU, and he changed his gambling name to match his number. It's not like he got caught because he got caught doing stocks, right?
It's my favorite player of all time. I don't give a fuck. He's an idiot. Like,
He's in the NFL.
That nigga is dumb.
He's in the NFL now. He's making real money.
yo,
You have to suspend him for this. Hey,
yo, you think you go back to the locker and be like, man, fuck, man, he smoked my leg. Like it was you, bitch.
He be the one thing that fucks up his parlay. He's the leg.
nigga, they said he had an 8-leg parlay that everything hit except for him, the school.
Getting over 82 yards or something like that.
I got the Nuggets to win by 7 and me to get 5 catches.
LSU was supposed to be Florida State. He was supposed to have 86 yards or more than 5 catches. He didn't do none of that shit, and we lost. Everything else on your leg hit. You had
I'm not putting him on here ever.
I for
That's
sure would have bet
fucking
on
crazy.
This nigga's crazy.
That nigga Sauce Gardner had me on L's this week. I definitely spoke my ticket.
He thought he had a good week of practice. He's like, oh yeah, nah. all numbers.
Oh, they were playing in Florida. The hose is gonna be there. Okay, yeah. No,
Probably 2 touchdowns.
I don't know how you don't.
Over 13 and a half catches.
You know you want to hurt yourself too. Nick, why did you go harder?
They up 17 at halftime. Even they're pissed.
You know how mad I'd be if I had control over my own bets? I'm already mad that I'm like putting the bets in.
Oh
If I
my
could've
god!
worked a little harder 2 weeks ago and I would have won this bet. Nah.
What a dumbass.
No, he's stupid as fuck. I hope he's good in the league, man. He's definitely getting suspended.
Hey,
I don't think he played for Houston this year. I don't think he did shit.
I'm gonna update our shared accounts, Doc. Do not say this shit out loud. I just found out I could change the password on my Zeus account, so I did that, and we'll put it on there. So there's no excuse. Y'all can watch the Royal Rumble that happens every Sunday now.
Hey, and I've been seeing them tweets where I get on there like, I can't believe I don't have to pay to watch this, and this bitch is just kaiju battles. Fucking
Dog, Natalie got dragged last week by her bestie that she was antagonizing. It's awesome.
Nigga, betting your own overs is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, Kiki Boutte played for the Patriots this year. 2 catches for 19 yards. You think he bet the under on his?
He definitely bet on himself. They ain't got to that investigation yet.
I for sure would have bet the unders on my futures. I'm not about to do shit here.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's a
you know his
nut.
future had to be like 400 yards, 300 yards. Just
He be doing alternate future bets on himself. I'm about to have a breakout year.
It's probably 6 catches.
Comeback player of the year, me.
Yeah,
Plus
no, he had 2 catches.
odds.
He had 2 7-yard catches. He was good. Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
goodness!
crazy. Yeah, he's definitely going to come back play the year next
Well,
year.
my dog, hold on. I'm here though.
Are you though?
Man. Dog, that nigga's an idiot, bro.
All right. So we have the predictions that all of us had. Nobody put money in on any of these predictions, so it doesn't really matter. We ain't winning nothing. But the predictions that we had for all the different, or did you put one in?
For the Saints to get over 9.5 wins, I missed. Oh, we're doing the awards.
You guys
We're doing the player awards for this.
9.5.
No, this was a player awards one where we had MVP, coach of the year, comeback player of the year, offensive player of the year. And I think looking at this precursory, I think we were wrong on every single thing.
I expect
It's
nothing
kind of
less.
impressive. Okay, so Jamal, who do you have as your NFL MVP today?
To who I have it for today?
Yeah, like who's your MVP
Probably
today?
Lamar. Yeah, Lamar.
Okay, who do you remember who you picked at the beginning of the season?
Did I say Justin Herbert?
You didn't. You absolutely did not.
It was a QB, right? Kind of.
Yeah.
Or Mahomes? Did I say Mahomes?
You did not.
Who the fuck did I say?
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, he got that don't count. He got hurt like in 10
I know
seconds.
it's
Holy
just hella funny. Speaking of being hurt, I would also have Lamar as my MVP today. The MVP that I picked at the beginning of the year was Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah.
Got hurt?
He got hurt. Yeah.
He did. Blake, who do you think do you remember who you had for your MVP?
Burrow sounds right.
It was not. But who do you have today? Who do you have today?
Lamar, easy.
You had Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
This one is impressive. The coach of the year was the next one we had, and this is a pretty impressive one. Who would you guys have as your coach of the year today?
Oh, D'Amico Ryans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jamal, who do you think you had at the beginning of the season?
Oh, let me think. I'm trying to think of my thought process. AFC or NFC? Give me that.
It was NFC.
NFC? Damn, I don't know. Who the fuck?
Just give me a name.
I'm trying to think NFC East.
Lupe Fiasco just retweeted a gif of
the-
Jocelyn twerking.
That's funny. Did I say the definitely not Arthur Smith? Fuck Arthur Smith. Did I say Arthur Smith?
You did not.
Okay.
Is that NFC South was going to win the what is that?
NFC.
I have no idea. Who
Coach
did I
of the
say?
year. You had Mike McCarthy win the coach of the year.
Oh, okay.
I had Arthur Smith winning coach of the year.
Good Lord.
That nigga got fired. Didn't finish the season, actually.
Who Blake have?
Blake, who is your coach of the year right now? And if you don't have one, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't Harbaugh?
I said that's a good choice. I said D'Amico. Because he took a team that was like the second worst team in the NFL, and they won a playoff game, and they looked way better than.
I think the Ravens have been like end to end number one, so that type of dominance when they weren't supposed to be that is something.
Blake, you had Doug Peterson.
Dougie B.
Actually, how it's written down is in fact Dougie Peterson.
Yeah,
so Dougie.
Yes, sir.
All right,
shout out them Jags. Y'all smoked it.
Dude, I was super high on the Jets this season coming in. Fuck. I thought they were about to be that fucking problem.
Comeback player of the year. Comeback player of the year. I can't believe how wrong all of us were.
I said DeMar Hamlin.
You did not.
That's insane.
I feel like we all said DeMar Hamlin.
We didn't. I think we all said he probably will win it, but what we have written down is not
bullshit. Couldn't have been me.
Jamal, yours was Chase Young. Me and Blake both had Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
So nobody got that.
Comeback player, same difference.
Super far off.
You can't get MVP and come back at the same time. They'll never do that shit.
Who do you guys both have as offensive player of the year?
Christian McCaffrey.
Did I say McCaffrey? I feel like I might have said McCaffrey.
You did not. None of us.
Oh no! I said Justin Jefferson. I feel like I said Justin Jefferson.
Jamal, you said Jamar Chase.
Oh, okay. All right, there we go.
Blake said Tyreek Hill, and I said Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
I might still win.
Yeah, you might get that one, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Josh Allen gets offensive player of the year because he accounted for the most touchdowns this year.
Probably. But Tyreek has a chance.
Oh, yeah.
All right, defensive player of the year. Jamal, who do you have today? And if you
Yeah,
say
you know,
Josh
you
Allen,
know
I
what
swear
the
to
fuck.
God.
You know what you about to say. Come on now.
You say Josh Allen, I swear to God.
Nah, you know what? I probably will give it to TJ Watt because didn't he missed some games and he still led the league in sacks. Like he probably is like the most like.
You so hung up on these sacks for, man.
That's crazy.
Blake, who do
wild.
you have today?
I'd have to refer to the advanced metrics and then make an informed decision based off of those. Somewhere between TJ Watt and Myles Garrett, though, something like that.
Who are you leaning towards?
Without my PFF window open in front of me,
No, you know, man, give me Deron Bland, man. That nigga set a record with pick six. That's fucking,
Okay, all right.
whatever.
ain't gonna be no fucking DB.
All right, Blake. give me one of the two.
TJ Watt. That's who I said at
Blake
the start of the season, though.
Blake, at the beginning of the season, you said TJ Watt.
Yeah.
Jamal, you said Myles Garrett, and I said Micah Parsons. Which are all top 5 finishes, I think.
Yeah.
All close.
Why'd you say Josh Allen at the start of the year?
I didn't think he was gonna have a year like this year. But
Yeah, talking about Jags fan is you. That's crazy.
I might pick it this next year.
When he plays for the Browns.
That's crazy. Him and Myles Garrett, I'll stop watching football.
All right. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Blake, do you remember who you had?
I feel like,
Was it a
I will
quarterback?
say we all had receivers.
oh, for real?
Jordan Addison?
You did not.
I don't know.
You had Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Whew, that was terrible. Oh, shit.
Jamal,
He
you
doing
had-
damn
Flowers
thing.
then, huh?
You had Jordan Addison,
Oh shit. Okay, never mind.
and I had Zay Flowers. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year. This is the last one I got. Do you guys remember who you had?
Oh, let me think.
I can't think of a defensive rookie.
Hold on. I'm trying to think. If I'm trying,
Did I name one? Was
You
it the
did,
edge
and
rusher from the Texans?
Yep, you had Will Anderson
Okay.
to start the year out. And you might be right.
Yeah, he kicked ass.
Yeah, he might win it. Jamal, do you remember who you had?
nah, I don't remember who I had.
You had Jalen Carter,
Oh, okay.
who for a lot of the year looked right.
He was fucking killing
And-
at the beginning of the year. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
had Diane Henley from the Chargers.
Oh,
He was looking like a Cadillac ESV down a residential street.
And he was looking like an Escalade. He was laying down the smackdown. And I don't care because we
Laying
are
down
family.
telephone poles.
I don't care. He's one of us, and we are him.
What?
So at the
Drunk
end of the day, I
drivers?
feel like which one?
I don't do that shit.
yeah, I don't know what
That's
you're
great.
talking
We fucked up. I done
Well,
street
not
race a
Jalen
couple
Carter.
times.
I didn't say Jalen
Oh.
Carter. I'm talking about Diane Henley.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
about. You know, Blake said.
that was
Yeah.
crazy.
He ain't winning that shit. That's for
He
sure.
is not,
Salute.
but he won in my heart because that's big. That's a little cuzzo. I'm sure somewhere around here.
Yeah.
What are y'all thinking about the upcoming conference championship games? We have San Francisco and Detroit. We have Kansas City and Baltimore. I feel like these are the two best matchups we could probably ask for.
I can't call it on the NFC side, to be honest, but AFC, I feel very comfortable the Ravens are going to win that game.
Same.
I hope they win. This is the battle of the black community in this game.
Yeah, I don't really care
Battle
either
of
way which way
colorism.
these games go, but I do feel like the Ravens are going to win that game.
If Lamar wins, niggas about to get some takes off on Twitter.
By
What you
niggas,
got? What you got cooked
You
up?
mean me, right?
Oh no, I'm hey man, I want he Lamar dark skin and he full black, so that's what I want to win.
Hey, and he
Yeah, I
got
fuck with
long
Patrick
hair.
Mahomes. He's cool. He just mixed and he not Lamar, so
He said he's cool. He might be the fucking GOAT. He's cool, though.
he's cool.
Hey,
Yeah,
my-
he's nice.
My slander won't hit Mahomes. My slander is going to hit Jared Goff and Brock Purdy.
But one of them has to win.
I want Detroit to win. I'm pulling for Detroit. I think Detroit can actually win.
Some Joe Budden put it out on this podcast this week saying like the atmosphere in Vegas, if it's Detroit versus Baltimore, the crowd that will be there.
A black ass Super Bowl. That's some
Boy.
black ass cities.
Woo!
It probably won't. Because you know the flight costs, the hotel.
They can get
room
down
costs.
there. They can for sure get down
They
there.
get down there.
They might not be in the game though. They get down there.
That's right. Hey, Flamingo, the Circus, Excalibur,
Stratosphere. Them shits has always got rooms.
Luxor. You might get your ass whooped in
Mhm.
either one of the.
Who's the modern day Tupac? Someone's going out bad.
Oh, brother.
Could be one of them
I swear,
events.
I swear Bezos just like
I
flicking
swear,
niggas off.
Bezos. We not doing long live Bezos after the Super Bowl. I'm not going.
That's my
42 Doug gonna be out there, so you know 4PF gonna be out there. It's gonna be
Yikes.
I think they can win the game though, honestly. Man, like
You
Brock
think who?
Purdy, man,
Right?
like them numbers were a little misleading for that last game. He kind of sucked.
Yeah, like I said, I can't call the NFC side of it, but the AFC, I feel very confident the Ravens are going to win.
Yeah, when you watch the Lions play, I just be thinking like, God damn, Jared Goff got some clean ass pockets and has all day to throw. This shit is crazy.
He does. I will say I have money on the Super Bowl being Kansas City and Detroit. So that's what I'm hoping for and rooting for. But I won't be mad if Baltimore wins.
NFL did a brilliant thing in making sure that their biggest game is played at a neutral site. Because if this was like, the NBA where we had the Phoenix Milwaukee finals, like nobody wants to go to that shit. Like, come on now.
Anything in Denver?
Yeah. Come on now.
Yeah. I'm excited though. I'm excited. Come on, what tickets you got in this weekend? You got some money on it?
I haven't placed nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, if I do like I think I like the Lions +7.
All right.
I would do Lions +7, and then I think I saw the Ravens at -3.5. Maybe I'd buy a point for 2.5, so it has to be 3 for them to win. That's what I would probably end up doing.
Yeah, no, I don't like betting that side, but I hear you though. You win more than I do.
Yeah, I would do Lions +7. Yeah. So like if they because he had like San Francisco, that means they gotta win by 8, and man, I don't know, man. San Francisco, they kind of been.
I was watching the game
off the field, man, with that running game. Thought what Montgomery be running shit. He's always falling forward. And then you got Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs be looking.
The Niners have like the best run defense in the league, though. I mean, I know that Aaron Jones did give it to him. No, Aaron Jones gave it to him last week, but on the year they have like one of the best in the league.
I thought that was the Niners. I thought their run defense is bad. I feel like that's what I've been.
No,
saying.
So the Niners, they have one of the best. They've given up like the least amount of the yards in the league for the run. But the thing is, they've been up on everybody so long that it's like they don't face a lot of runs as it is. So when they were playing the Packers and Aaron Jones was doing all that shit to him, it was kind of an eye opener just because people don't usually have the opportunity to run the ball on them. But it didn't lead to the Packers winning, so it didn't really matter.
And they gonna have their work cut out for them because I know, man, Detroit they gonna run that bitch on them. But yeah, they keep Jared Goff upright and he just play his game, man. I think they can get that shit. Don't let the 49ers play like with a lead so they could just unleash them pass rushers. They gonna play from behind. You gotta make Brock Purdy be a little aggressive. Is Debo gonna play? I know he got banged up last game.
Yeah, he's playing.
Okay.
Is Ragnow playing? Because he should have left the last game.
He sprained his knee and something like that, but he came back, didn't he?
No, he just didn't leave. He's like, I'm not gonna leave. I want to be a part of this because like he just been losing his whole life. So
yeah, they finna shoot that nigga up with the pork chop serum. He gonna be.
You don't want that shit against Chase Young and Bosa.
Who's your guys' Super Bowl prediction today?
I still got Ravens winning it.
Yeah, Ravens Detroit. Ravens win Super Bowl.
Ravens over the 49ers for me.
Like what I'm hearing. I like what I'm hearing. All right. Y'all want to hit anything else on this list, or we up out of here?
Shit, we can get out of here.
Hold on.
Oh, I put the video of that water picture that she made for her son. It's at the very bottom. This is the shit I was talking about.
Well, there's only one water we recognized in 2024, God's year.
That's funny. Y'all seen The Rock got what? He's chair. He's one of the chairman of that TKO group. He got ownership of the Rock name. Shout out to the black man, he reigns supreme. And 7 we trust.
Them charges will hit soon. Don't worry about it.
All right. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What the chick said? CPS, the FBI, and The Rock tried to kidnap her and her kids or some shit like that.
Right, look, his man just got caught for sexual assault. So I'm saying, like, these big time wrestlers, what's really going on?
That's crazy. We're not putting that on.
Sure, man.
We're not putting that on.
Sure,
Your
man.
man got on sex charges.
Where is it? Where?
He was your man. He was your boy.
And 7 we trust, nigga.
No, I got one beginning this on. Hold on. Eric Dupree, hold on, I'm gonna click the shit right here. I just first heard about this case for the first time today. But this shit is insane. Hold on, let me maximize this. So this is out of New York. This happened this past summer. There was a drug bust that was going on. It was like a sting. And Eric Dupree, he was running away from whatever the police situation was on a moped in the Bronx, but he was on the sidewalk. And a cop, like a plainclothes, I'm pretty sure, was on the sidewalk. And I'll show you the rest.
He hit that nigga with a fucking cooler full of Coors Light, Michelob's. He put that nigga in hell.
What?
Yes. These are all cops coming up out of nowhere to pull the moped off him, I'm pretty sure. He splashed him with a fucking cooler.
They say he stopped him on the cool or
NYPD police sergeant
or whatever. He was going like 30 miles an hour. He was up out of there. And you just hit him with a cooler.
And he ended up dying. So the family is suing the NYPD over this now. But hold on.
Was indicted and arrested today on manslaughter charges after authorities say video shows him throwing a cooler at the head of a 30-year-old man, causing him to die.
The family of Eric Dupree and local activists walked arm in arm outside Bronx criminal court today as tense moments unfolded. The emotions from the community and family coming.
All right, so obviously he was I don't know, he might have been Puerto Rican or something like that, but BLM, they came out, supported him and all that stuff. They marched for him. And this is at the trial for the police officer. So you'll see the scene here in a second.
Exactly 5 months after Dupree was killed, when NYPD Sergeant Eric Duran threw a picnic cooler at his head.
What human being in their right mind?
Hold on. I'm going to fast forward to where they get to the trial.
As he was arraigned on manslaughter, criminally negligent homicide, and assault charges today.
Eric Dupree is dead because of Eric Dupree's actions. It's unequivocally clear watching the video that Eric Dupree was driving a motorcycle on the sidewalk of a crowded street in the Bronx with children playing soccer on the grass right next to him.
So that's the stance that the NYPD defense has taken, is that it is Eric Dupree's fault that Eric Dupree is dead because he smashed his own head into the cooler by being on the sidewalk on the moped, which I agree is some wild shit you shouldn't be doing, but also like you didn't necessarily cause your own death by doing that.
Yeah, no, a nigga threw a cooler at you.
Because typically they give like traffic citations for people doing like things that are dangerous on motorized vehicles and whatnot, not throw a cooler at you.
You throw that at his head.
If you're doing wheelies in the middle of the road and a cop throws a cooler at you, it doesn't matter that you were in the middle of the road or on the sidewalk or in the park. Why did that nigga throw a cooler at me?
At my head.
Yeah.
Throw it at the bike and knock me down while I'm going 20 miles an hour or whatever like that. I might be scraped up, but I'll be alive and the situation will be averted. Whatever. At my fucking dome?
Yeah. Still a crazy decision to make to be like, I'm going to knock you off your bike. Yeah, just like, that's crazy. And that
the
nigga
defense says Dupree was responsible for his own death. Prosecutors say Duran should have known better.
The defendant was aware of these risks and disregarded
is this the video? Damn, no, it's just gonna stop playing. They were showing like inside the courthouse though, and there was like dead ass like 80 NYPD cops in there in support of the officer on trial. Yeah. And I was just like, yo, this is fucking insane. Your man wild out. Y'all are showing up to support for what? This is the type of moments that you have that are pivots that you can be like, yo, this is the bullshit that's going on that we do not need to stand behind and can help make us all look better. But instead, y'all double down, lock arms, and stand next to your man's like he did the right thing. Like, no matter what, it's our guy. He need to get off on this. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, just admit it. Like, it's a force of how many people on the NYPD. Not all y'all can be correct every single second of the day. Y'all are still humans. Just act like it for a chance. Like, yeah, just act like it for a second, dog.
A city's worth of people is
in the
NYPD, and they're like, nah, it doesn't matter what you do. You're always
That's
right.
crazy. Just act like a human for a second. Like, that was a rash choice of judgment. Yeah, he probably should have did something to stop the dude running from the drug bust on the moped on the sidewalk. Throwing a cooler at his fucking dome is the same choice as picking up your pistol and shooting at him. It's the same thing. If one was right, the other one was. And we don't think the other one was right, so how could this one be right? So it's like, come on, dog. Like, where is the humanity? Like, where are we at? What are we doing? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, no. Fuck the police. That is trash. And yeah.
Only police I fuck with is on the true crime games. That was dope. And Rush Hour 1 and 2, fuck 3.
Yeah, 3 was definitely mid.
Yeah, fuck 3. What Exit Wounds? Trash, I think there was cops on Exit Wounds.
Rest in peace to that guy.
Eric Dupree.
There was cops on Exit Wounds.
There was cops on Exit Wounds, wasn't there? It was cold.
There was for sure cops on Exit Wounds.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say to this day, the best gun in the movie I've ever seen was from Cradle to the Grave.
You lying like hell.
Nigga, they had them automatic shotguns. They blew a fucking house down.
No, the automatic pistol that Martin had on national security was fire. Oh my God. That's the one.
Didn't he pour like on his fucking pistol? Like the soda warehouse, and he
they was for sure shooting it out on pallets of orange soda, which is nuts.
I remember there was soda exploding everywhere, and he was like, "Let me get this motherfucker some Mountain Dew. I'm about to go crazy."
I haven't seen that. I gotta watch that. I haven't watched that movie in years.
Movie's fire.
I did as a kid.
It all happened because like some shit that I would get into where a fucking bee was around and he was trying to get the bee off and beat the shit out of it.
Still my favorite intro to a movie ever was that, hey man, a bee is about to sting you, so I'm about to beat the fuck out of you. What a funny ass movie.
Oh, man. You see Martin's daughter and Eddie Murphy's son just got engaged?
I did, yeah. Bria told me about that.
That's hella random. That's kind of cool, I guess.
Okay.
A fun family.
It's gonna be a funny ass wedding.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh my God. Who's officiating? Who's walking down the aisle?
R.I.P. Bernie.
Yeah, R.I.P. Charlie.
I have one more question when we get up out of here. Is there equivalent to the dress for Black female comics?
Is there a what?
An equivalent to the dress?
No.
I've never heard nothing like that.
I don't think there's an equivalent to the dress for Black male comics and
female
race. No, I'm just saying. I don't think there is the dress. Like, I don't think there's any equivalent to that. I can't think of any like role that like
a two-tone
white comedians got to play this to like come up, or like Black women got to play this to come up. No, I don't think of anything.
I was just thinking about it. I don't know.
Two-tone do-rag.
All right. Well, Critically Unfocused Podcast, episode 138, out now, live and direct in your system. I probably already listened to it if you're hearing this. So, thank you.
By the time you hear this part of the show, it is out, which means you were one of the first listeners. Pull up on us.
Yeah.
Go Lions.
Come on. Hit us up. Hey, at CU Unfocused, criticallyunfocused@gmail.com.
Yeah, if we made you some money, put a yes in the chat.
Please hit us up.
Sir.
All right. See y'all later, man.